Welcome to the XFDA. I'm GunBelt. This is Tommy D. This is Rawhide. This is Mongoose. How you doing, guys?
Doing fine.
Fantastic.
Good, thank you.
Hey, Tommy, how did you find coming here to America and your very first sanctioned match? How did you find it?
I would say it's the most amazing experience ever. Everybody's been so good, so polite, so kind. They've treated me like family, and I've just had a fantastic time every single day. So thank you.
Shooting.
Yes.
We've been shooting good. You shoot in the freeze, didn't you? Even today, we had a little bit of practice here today, and today's Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
And we went in the range today, and he's popping. What was your
354.
354. And when he first got here, we had like about an hour, didn't we, Raw, ahead of him slip cocking, and we're thinking, oh my God, how are we going to get through this one? But are you going to come back and see us?
That's a loaded question. If I win the pools, win the lottery, I'll be back, you know.
Do they still have pools back in England?
I don't think so. I think it's just a lottery.
Yeah,
you know?
If you don't know what pools is, it was, I actually won the pools.
Did you?
Yeah, I won £7,000 when I was 21.
Wow.
That was a lot of money. But anyway, the pools is, if I remember rightly, you bet on the soccer teams. They're called football teams over there, but we call it soccer.
Yeah.
You bet if it's gonna be 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2, and you have to pick about 5 or 6 teams and get them correct. And if you do, you could win. It used to be like £1 million.
Yeah, it was. It was a fantastic. And then the lottery took over. So if I win the lottery, I'll be straight back. You know, that'll be me. I'm so happy.
We'll be glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And you won a couple of trophies. Tell us your trophies. You won a trophy at the Scottish Invasion.
Yeah, and I won the trophy at the 66. It was quite a tough trophy to win because there was really severe opposition, and people travelled maybe 100 miles, and I travelled 4,500.
That was those expensive trophies.
So you knew you had that one. How do you like that holster that you got? That new holster that you have? How do you like
Your
that?
new tin can, right? Yeah.
I'll send a message to Tin Can Jack. His holster is fantastic with the rawhide lining. It improves your shot really, really well, you know. I'll send a message to him thanking him personally, you know. So I'm taking it back to Scotland. I'm so chuffed.
You know what it's like? I've found it, and I know you guys do. When you get a new holster, it's very nerve-wracking because you don't shoot out of it. You've got to get used to it.
Yep.
I'm not just saying it. This guy here, he put that Tin Can Jack on. Word slip cocking, shooting, freeze, and everything.
Yeah, right off the bat.
He improved immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was night and day difference. Yes.
Yeah.
You're too kind.
No, I'm telling the truth. I wouldn't kid you. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something here. In the competition, how did you feel when you were up against all those other shooters and you had to get up there on the line with everybody else?
Well, I'd seen all the other shooters in the world class. I mean, you're all in the world class stage. Was intimidated. No, I was so chuffed to actually shoot alongside. I mean, the shooting was fine. Meeting the people was my big deal, you know. So I enjoyed meeting the people more than actually. I didn't shoot against them. I shot with them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's an interesting way to look at it.
That's the way I look.
These are people that you see online and you almost like you know them just by watching them.
Well, you see, when they were coming in, they would say, that was this was that was that. I knew them all.
He didn't need no introducing. He just knew everybody because he watches us all the time. So
it was fantastic. Great experience.
So you're not coming back?
Only if I become rich and famous, windswept and interesting, you know.
Well, you're already famous.
What would be nice if he was at Nationals and Worlds? That'd be a good one. That'd be a good
yes, that's fantastic. I can't thank you enough.
So you're looking forward to getting back, obviously. When you gonna be having a club meet?
I'm back on the Friday. The club opens on the Wednesday again.
Right.
So I'll be back to the airsoft, which I think might be a fine disappointment.
Tommy, you will throw that airsoft over your shoulder
Yeah,
after shooting that new vaquero, right? Yeah.
I'll shoot it and there'll be tears coming down.
You're going to say 465. What? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So you're going to be having a lot of questions from all the shooters.
Oh,
aren't they?
yes,
They're going to
yes,
be
yes.
wanting to know everything.
Yes, and they've been so supportive, watching and making comments. You know, well, some nice ones.
Some nice.
Yeah.
Well, Rawhide, I want to just, and I know I've said it to you, I want to say again, thank you for looking after him. Rawhide's helped me out tremendously, like driving him backwards and forwards when I couldn't get to him and taking care of him. And these two guys have got on like a house on fire, I can tell you. They're two peas in a pod.
It's been my pleasure and to have a truck mate on the 5-hour drive back and forth, and also when he wasn't shooting, have someone come over to my table, you know,
Yeah,
and
we help you on the table, wouldn't it?
and we could talk about the shooters. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
So that's what was going on back there. Okay, I see that.
Yeah. So let's get back to the shoot. You didn't shoot, did you?
I did not shoot this match because my leg hurts.
Okay.
And I've had to stand on one foot. And if you don't, you know this, and you know this, if you don't have your stance,
Right.
you're not going to make your
Right.
KPI.
No.
So,
Right.
no, I did not. So I had a good time vending and worked on a couple of guns and helped some people out. And that's what makes me feel good is when he comes over, hey, I can't get this cylinder out. Well, bada bing, bada boom, and you know, there you go. So, yeah,
Rawhide put his touch on it. That's all it was.
I did indeed. Yes.
So let's talk about you, Mongoose. Tell us what you was thinking for this match, because you've done really, really well. You were seeded number 1.
Number one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
which was, you know, what's one of those, you get like full lucky draw and things come together, and it did for me. And it was not easy at all. I struggled every time I went up there. I struggled. It was hard, but there was the stuff that we talked about that we went over about kind of resetting yourself when you start to kind of go south. So I had to do that several times during the match, and step back for a minute, take a breath, and then line myself back up, and it helped out real well.
Right.
So it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed that. I needed that. You know.
You did well. You really did.
I had a feeling that, obviously, I knew that me and you were going to be shooting together. Because, like, Mongoose and I, when we shoot here at the club, we're always backwards and forwards
Yeah.
and backwards and
Neck
forwards.
to neck, yeah.
And so when I got up down the losers bracket, or whatever we want to call it, the economy bracket.
The non-winners bracket.
Yeah, the non-winners. When I got down to there, I thought, man, this is going to be a good one between me and Mongoose. And sadly, that didn't happen. I mean, you took me out pretty much straight away.
Yeah, but you know, I
mean,
was thinking the same thing. I thought, this
Yeah.
is going to, and you know, of course, with most of them, you don't go up, you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
There's so many things that can go. And I thought, oh my God. And I just got finished watching you shoot, and I'm like, you know, he's on. So
Right.
I had to step up. And I was like, I just don't, I wanted to make it good. You know, so that's all I thought. That was all in my head. I had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you shoot together so often, you're so close together in times. One day you're going to have more, and one day you're going to have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're both in those low threes, and that's good shooting.
You know, and that's what's fun when you get two people that are real close in time like that.
Right.
You know, I had that with you. I had that with a Delta whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know what's going to happen when you get up there. Now, when you go up against somebody like Speedy, well, you kind of know what's going to happen. You give it the best you can. You're just not really going to catch them.
Well,
But
yeah.
those other ones like that, I like those.
When you have two competitors very close, the winner is going to be the one that makes the least amount of mistakes. That's basically
Which is usually the person that I'm shooting.
not every time. Not every time. Yeah.
How many rounds did you win?
Oh, I don't know. Lucky if I hit my KPI, you know. So.
You won a round, didn't you?
Yeah, but luck's luck. Yeah. But anyway, how did you feel winning the 50-50 in the
Yeah,
Friday?
yeah. Let's talk about that.
Well, I was happy. It's the first time I've won a sanctioned competition, so to speak, and I must admit, when I woke up in the morning, I thought, I'm a winner. it did feel a little bit different, and I was happy. I was happy. And I was happy where I come in the 66 show.
Absolutely.
I mean,
You did
coming
great.
third
Yes.
I was tremendously happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that top 5 was tough.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
so if you get from 1 through 7, anyone can win that match.
Mm-hmm.
So
when I got in, when I was called in, there was certain people I had very good confidence in who I was going to beat. I mean, Johnny Law, with him, it's 9 times out of 10 he'll beat me. I'll beat him because he's missed. I'm not going to outrun him.
yeah, you can't outrun him, right? Yeah.
And when I went down to see him the second time and I beat him, I was like, golly, maybe I might have a chance.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I have my feeling with Mongoose when I shoot with him. I feel that when me and him are shooting, and when it come to me and you, I didn't have that feeling, and I just thought, I know he's going to get this. I knew you was going to take it.
Well, I'm glad someone did.
Yeah.
'Cause,
You
I was-
didn't?
No, I don't. You know, very seldom do I ever go up against somebody and think I've got this, which maybe is what maybe causes me to hesitate a little bit. You know, but this past shoot, because we've been practicing so much, and I haven't been very good at all for quite some time.
You have really improved
You know,
the
so
last month or
I had
two,
to
man.
step it up. But it gets to me, for me anyway. I try to focus everything out of my head and look straight at the target and just say, all right, I'm gonna hit the target, and then it's like you're talking about, just I got to catch the light,
Right.
and just get in that spot. And that's where I have a hard time in getting in the spot. But it helped. It worked this time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't easy.
It was a great shoot, and we put a message out on Facebook the other day about not shooting 12 rounds anymore, because that shoot, I know that we only shot 7 and then 3.
Right.
So we done 10 rounds, and it worked out well. And I know that we had the little parade thing to do.
Right. Cattle driving things. Mm-hmm.
But people were sort of more calmer. It
Yeah.
wasn't so much a rush, you know what I mean? We still got done early, you know, and
That's
Sunday
right,
we
yeah.
got into the finals and even put the range away, and we were done by like 1:30 or 2 o'clock, whatever
Yeah.
it was. It
That's
was a
right,
lot
we're
more
packed up.
relaxing.
Heading out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy
so,
and I left at 3:01.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The man knows exactly.
You know, if that had been a 12-round shoot, it would have. It
Oh,
would
we've
have
been
gone a
there
bit
at 5
longer.
o'clock. Yes.
So we made the decision of now on all matches we'll do 7 and 3 and then go into finals because it gives us more time. It's really tough to shoot 12 rounds.
Yeah, because
You know.
the last 2 rounds on Saturday when you're doing that,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's really tired, and this way everybody's a little bit fresh. You know, even up to 10 rounds, they're still feeling pretty good, and they're ready to go the next day.
Well, you see, it's tougher on you 3 shooters than it is us 5 shooters. We're still fresh, but you guys are drained because when you go up to the line, I mean, everything you have is concentrating.
Yeah.
How many times can you concentrate? I mean, you know, so that's
Right.
that's a good call.
Well,
Good
it's
call.
an emotional roller coaster every shoot you go to.
Absolutely.
You're up and down the whole time.
The other thing is, congratulations to Blue Eye Bandit.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
She took that. I think that's her first buckle she's won.
Her
That's
first
awesome.
major.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So congratulations to you and congratulations to Speedy.
To Speedy, of course, yes.
Hey Speedy, we want to know something. How many belt buckles do you have? Can you let us know that?
Yeah, really.
'Cause,
Well, now, you haven't
Getting a whole
mentioned
new
the
wall.
big Speedy Surprise yet.
oh
You
yeah,
need to talk about the Speedy Surprise.
that was funny.
They'll
That was
see it-
funny
they'll see
when
it on
them
Facebook.
garage doors come open and he just.
He took off to the bathroom. He was hiding.
That's funny because I was watching when that door come up. It took him not even a fraction of a second. The door went open and he turned around and went, and he knew straight away and he just ran.
But go ahead and explain what we did, the people that didn't see it.
Well, what we done, we went out and we bought the same shirt that he wears, the one with the stars and stripes on. And he always wears it on a Sunday, so we decided, hey, let's all dress up like Speedy. And we went all, he wears a bowler hat.
Bowler hat, right?
Yeah.
And we went out and we bought bowler hats and we dressed just like him. And it was funny. It changed it up a little bit.
It did, and all of Sunday was fun because of that. I mean, it was just people just giggling and laughing the whole day.
Yeah, his mum and his grandfather, Snake Eyes, and Grammy, they absolutely loved it that we took the time out to do that.
You know. It's a nice compliment, actually.
Yeah,
you know?
it was. So, I mean, he enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was funny because when we came out, you know, when they raised the door, and I looked I didn't see Speedy. And then I saw him way off in the distance walking. He was walking away. It's like watching Bigfoot walk away. You know, he just got walking away. Hey, Speedy!
And GunBelt chased him down and brought him out.
Yeah, we brought him out the bathroom. But I think he liked it.
Oh yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah,
he started to get a little grin on there, you know. You know, he still shot very well. So
He usually does.
Yeah. He don't make too many mistakes.
I think he was disappointed in the initial seating because, you know, you were seated 1, and I think he was like 3rd.
Yeah, he was third. I told you to turn your phones
your
off,
phone,
didn't I?
right? Yeah.
I said, make sure you all silence your phones.
He
and you've got
jumps
to do as
me,
you're
but he
told.
doesn't do it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's okay, because when I heard that, everybody went like this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, though, I think Speedy, you say he likes to be first. I think he likes to be right around 3rd or 4th. I think he likes to work himself up because he gets ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I've heard some people say that. They say, you know, it's better to be 3rd or 4th. Now, if you're a good fast shooter and a good shooter,
Right.
I'm happy to be up in the top 10.
Okay.
You know, but they let them say that because it gives them time to get loosened up by the time they get up to the first place shooter, which is usually the first shooter.
Well, but if you're seated first, you only have to beat one person.
Well, true.
If you're seated 3rd, you got 2 other guys or girls you have to go through. You know.
You know what's funny about that being seated in the first place like that is it's a mind, you get your mind psyched out because you're watching all these guys shoot, and these fast shooters are going up there, and it can get to play with my mind. You know, there's much of the mind up there.
But if you hadn't have had 80 or 90% hit ratio and a fast time, you wouldn't have been seated number 1.
No, that's
so
true.
you
That's
deserve
true.
to be there. You really did.
Well, I'll take that.
Hey,
What else?
I said no hitting on the table.
This is my last
I
podcast.
said no phones and no hitting on the table. And here he is banging in there like a judge.
You will never see me. You will never see me
making that
here
point.
again. I have been banned from the XFDA podcast.
But anyway, the shoot overall was a great shoot.
Yes.
It was a good shoot.
They
turned
did a
out
really
well.
good one.
So
Good
I
shoot.
enjoyed that.
The parade was fun too.
The what?
The parade.
The parade.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever got to get out there and act like I was shooting somebody.
Did you die?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yes.
we died sitting on the back of the trailer. There's no way I can roll around on the concrete and try and get up.
Oh no, I just stumbled back. I wasn't about to fall down.
So anyway, we want to just let you know about nationals, and worlds. It has changed locations. So originally it was at 50 West, and obviously they had some changes and things closed. So we decided we could still have the venue, but we decided that we wouldn't shoot there because we would sort of be there on our own, and we want to get foot traffic and people to see us shoot.
Right.
So we went to Sanger, and actually Tommy come with me to Sanger, and we met with the city, and they're overwhelmed. They want us to be there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
So we're just filling out our permit at the moment. I got an email this morning to say fill out your permit. We can have the shoot there, which will be on 3rd Street, and 3rd Street is right in the middle of the town. So we're going to have plenty of foot traffic. Yep. There'll be lots of stores to go into. Nice. There's cafes there. There's restaurants there, and all the other thing, and babes. Yes. Everybody likes babes.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to have that there, and we'll have worlds there. So looking forward to that.
Oh, it's
going to be.
Well, with that much exposure, there'll be people coming up. Well, I didn't know y'all did that.
Yeah.
Where do I shoot next?
Yeah. That's
well, we tell
want.
them at the GunBelt, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
That's
right up the road.
the distance from the two locations, it's really nothing.
No.
Correct.
I mean, if I go to Sanger from here or go to a Crumb, it's the same distance.
Yeah.
So there's nothing changed on.
No big change. I mean, all the
No big
hotels
change,
pretty much
yeah.
stay
Right,
the same,
same,
and whatnot.
right,
So,
yeah.
And we'll
Yeah.
get the website updated and all that with all the information.
But before then, we have 2 good shoots coming up.
Two
good
We need to
shoots
talk
and-
about those, yeah.
I was going to get Mongoose to talk about
Yes.
his club shoot.
We are getting ready to do the Texas State shoot at the Fence Riders Club. We are getting it together. I know Johnny did some work on it. I say Johnny Ruckus, and I think Tad did some work on it Monday. And we're going to go back out there Thursday and do some work on it. It's coming together. It's going to be a good shoot. We're real excited about this one.
I'm
Real
looking
excited
forward
about
to it.
this
I
one.
think
Right.
everyone else is.
Yeah, everybody come out. And don't forget those raffles on those guns. Grab those
Yeah.
too when you can. Those are some
Yep.
nice guns.
And then we got the Dublin shoot.
Yes.
So that's going to be their very first shoot. Them guys are working hard as well. They're,
Yeah, that's the
they're
District
actually
1
building
shoot,
their
yeah.
own range. They've got a good location. I'm not sure whether the shoot will be outside or inside, but if the shoot's outside, we can go inside as well. So they've got a great location and they're working hard.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've booked my hotel already. I didn't actually got a hotel. I've got like a guest house,
Oh,
so
okay.
to speak, in town.
So they're in Dublin?
Yeah, in Dublin, yeah.
Well, now, then I don't need to get a room. I can just bunk at your place.
You better talk to her, you know about it.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
So that'd be a good shoot. And then after that, Nationals
Yeah.
and
Worlds,
Worlds.
right.
I think
Worlds.
August we're going to have off. We're not having any shoots in August whatsoever.
Well,
so.
Yeah,
in
because
Texas, it's,
Yeah.
115 degrees.
So that's
you know,
a good month to have off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Tommy, give them a chance to speak, will you? You got
I'm sorry, Tommy.
They're on a roll.
You're the guest of honor, and I have neglected you. Milk cup of, go ahead. It's
No,
your
not
turn.
at all. No, I've just enjoyed being in your companies and having a great time. So
Yeah.
I thank you all.
It's going to take some getting used to you not being here.
Yeah.
It's okay. This man's going to keep the wee words up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Me being Hamilton's being Scottish myself,
Yes.
I feel a kinship. You
Yeah.
see. So
From the Isle of Arran.
right. Yeah.
There you go.
One other thing, while I think about it, we'll give you a little update on the new timing system. We just went to a meeting, Rawhide and Tommy and myself. So there's still a little bit of work to do it. They're sort of redesigning some things. What did he say? 3 months?
Well, for the prototypes, the 3 prototypes, one for us, one for them, and one in case I blow it up. And that's what he said. But the main time is, of course, on the software part, and most of the off-the-shelf stuff is going to be handy. But yes, we should have an operating system within 3 months
Yeah.
that we can test out.
And then the other thing is this system is going to be more enjoyable.
It's gonna be
There's
amazing.
going to be a lot of
Amazing.
Information.
information.
We're going to just. Yes, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not just going to be a box with a time in it. It's going to be more information on that. The box is going to be a little bit bigger,
Yep.
and it's going to have information on it.
And when the shooter from the back room runs up, when he hears the announcer say, Mongoose on lane 2, then when you get up, all the way up there, where am I supposed to be?
Right, so we'll know.
Your name is going to be in
Oh,
lights.
see, that's going to be
yeah,
nice.
it's
name's
going to
gonna
be
be
so
a
you
lot.
can walk in a range, and if you're up, you're going to see your name up there. So you better get to lane 6. You know what I mean?
That's going to be nice.
And your KPI.
Yeah, so that is the other thing is that we're hoping that bibs on your back are going to be a thing of the past.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The
Well, that
display
would work.
will show your name, your alias, and your KPI. And your time if you accidentally hit the target.
It'll also have your hand judge's name up there.
Right. Whoever's coming
Oh,
up next.
really?
Because the
Man, that's going to be
Oh,
sharp.
I almost touched the table. I'm sorry. Since the rounds will already be drawn and the scorekeeper electronically knows who's next,
Uh-huh.
just transpose those up to the thing and you know who's coming up next.
So Are they going to have that where it'll go back to the scorekeeper straight from there?
Yes, yeah.
So there won't be any runners or anything like that.
Right. And we're going to have a
Boy, that's gonna
history.
be nice.
We're still going to handwrite. We're still going to handwrite the deal
Right.
for backup.
Right.
But this system, it's worth waiting for, and it will belong to the XFDA.
We'll have storage.
It's
The times will be
ours.
stored, and if someone questions the handwritten, we can go back to the computer storage.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's going to have a wealth of information in it.
We getting big time.
GunBelt doesn't do anything small. I mean,
I'm looking forward to it, but certain people ask me when it's ready, when is it ready, when is it ready. Well, I can't rush them people.
Yeah.
We just got to go.
But you don't want to rush something like that anyway. Because when you're developing something like that, there's a lot of bugs that got to be worked out, and it's just going to take some time. But when it comes out, it'll come out and it'll be right. And
Yeah,
that's
we
what you
need
gotta
to we need to wring it out here, wrung it out several times before we say
Yeah.
this is final. We'll add what we want, we'll take away what we don't want, and the system will be like he wants it or we want it.
Right,
Yeah.
cool.
Right. So
Well, you can't beat that.
That's it.
I think we're done here.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, thank you, man. I
Thanks
really,
very much.
we only met this guy. How long have we known each other now? What?
Since January.
Yeah, I was in the Philippines when we got the phone call
Yeah.
back
Right.
calling this guy Tommy in
I
Scotland.
Right,
phoned
yeah.
Mongoose.
And so this progressed. Look at this. He's now an XFDA club, and he's come all the way from Scotland and joined us. And I hope that we've given you a good
We've
time.
had
You know what
the
I mean?
best time ever. So
Good.
So go back to the club and tell
Yep.
everybody about the XFDA.
yeah.
But I've really enjoyed you being here. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for
You know,
inviting me.
thank you.
Fantastic, sir.
Rawhide,
You too. Yeah.
It's been a blast.
thank you
fine.
for all your help.
Absolutely, you're certainly welcome. It's been a pleasure.
I couldn't have done it with Rawhide, and I
Yeah.
couldn't done it with Mongoose. Mongoose come to the airport with me and helped me,
Yeah.
and he's
No
helped
problem.
Tommy
Glad-
all through this.
Glad to be able to help.
Yeah. So thank you all, guys, and
Yes,
we've had a
thanks
great
very
time.
much, sir.
So
Great time.
what do we normally say?
Shooters on the line. Shooters set.